What's up, everybody? Welcome back to D-Train Games and the Hunter Call of the Wild. As you guys can hear, I am sick at the moment, so we're only going to stream for a couple of hours today and just kind of hang out and shoot whatever we feel like shooting. We are technically going to be doing a haggis hunt, but I don't really feel like just, keeping my powder dry, so I probably will just shoot everything that I find. Let's get out there and see what we can't find today. I think I am going to turn around, actually, and once again follow this mountain path. What's up, Zero? Oh man, I'm a little bit under the weather, man, but I'm doing okay. I really appreciate it, though. Yeah, I hope that my whole family is sick right now, unfortunately. All three of us are. Ugh. But I figured I'd get out here today and just hang out with you guys and just shoot whatever I feel like shooting. We will still be running counterclockwise just in case of the rare chance that we find a haggis. But I actually feel like hunting today, so just whatever I find that I want to shoot, I'm gonna try to pop. Yeah, man, I hope you're doing well, though, buddy. Ooh, nice little fox to get things started off with. There's a rabbit, actually. Well, the game's giving us plenty of stuff to shoot right now. I'll run around this way, actually. I think that down and up are relative, so I think that I'm going to go down this way. Where am I? No, that is counterclockwise, so yeah, I'm going to keep going this way then. Let's go down here and try down here. What's up, Raven? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing fine, my friend. The ducks are not really interested in them. I'm a little bit under the weather, man. My whole family's sick, unfortunately, in my household, so I'm doing okay other than that, though. Just trying to get over the sickness. You know how it goes. Yeah, I kind of felt like that I wanted to just come on here today and just shoot a little bit of everything. See if we couldn't get lucky. This map's been pretty nice to me lately. Got quite a few diamonds and some rares lately, as you guys have been seeing in the shorts. So I figured we just run counterclockwise today, just in case we come across a haggis. But I'm not really targeting them though. I'm just kind of shooting whatever I feel like shooting today. Oh, that's rough, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm hoping that it doesn't last as long. Our stream tomorrow, though, is going to be later in the day, though, which is going to be pretty nice for everybody to be able to make it. I was able to work something out to where I'm going to be able to stream from 5 until 7 tomorrow evening. So instead of 3 to 5 tomorrow, it'd be 5 to 7. And then Friday would be our usual 2 or 3 to 6. As long as I don't get worse. If I get worse, then obviously I'll have to call it off. But for now, I feel good enough to where I can stream. So we'll just see what we can do. Oh, what's up there, Bunny Rabbit? Take a nice little wabbit. Where are they at? Got some red grouse up here. We'll definitely target them too if we come across them. Yeah, hopefully everybody else other than me is doing really well today. Hopefully you guys are hanging out, having fun. And if you guys do enjoy the stream today, I'd really appreciate a like on the stream. It'd really help out the channel. And also subscribe if you guys are having fun being here today with me. Hopefully I'm not too different, where I'm not as entertaining as usual. Oh, got goats down here. Nothing really worth a bullet, though. I'm not a big goat hunter, usually. I don't really hunt them too much unless I think that they're a rare or they're a diamond potential. But anything else that we come across will definitely get a bullet. Oh, we got it. Well, I got it on that last shot. That's good. Or at least I hit it. I don't know how good I hit it, but we'll figure it out in a minute. Yeah, that's him right there. Love to track him a little bit. What's up, Brendan? It's going, man. It's going as good as I can do. When you're sick, you just gotta kind of roll with it, but I'm doing okay. Hoping I don't get any worse. But I hope you're doing well, man. Let's see. What in the world? Okay. That goat just got totally stuck. Follow the blood, Duke. I got distracted and got off the trail. There we go. I bet we barely even hit that bird. I bet we only got like maybe 1 or 2 pellets in it. You ordered 2 raccoon traps like 2 months ago and still haven't got them delivered. That's rough, man. You may have to call the company. Whoever you ordered them from, you might have to call them and see if they can give you an update on the delivery. Thank you, Brendan. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm hoping I get better soon, too. Everybody in my household right now is pretty sick, so I definitely do appreciate you. Nice little grouse. Oh, man. Yeah, we've been having some good luck on Scotland. It's one of the reasons why I'm still hunting it is because I've been finding rares and diamonds almost every other time that I hunt. And you guys have seen all the ones that were most important, but I've gotten some other diamonds that I didn't put on shorts just because they were like capercaillies and stuff like that. I probably got about 16, 18 diamonds off this map for initial spawns, which is kind of crazy. Where did this rabbit go? I know there's one here. There it is. Nice little bunny rabbit. Ooh. Yeah, I'm wanting to be able to get those videos out to you guys, the ones that you guys voted for. That content will be coming to you all, but I want to make sure that I'm back to myself before I record anything. We'll still do some live streams along the way as long as I feel up to it, but as far as video content is concerned, that's going to hold off. Also, guys, the next part of Resident Evil 4 will release tonight. I've changed up the editing for it just a little bit. The last couple of episodes, I did minimal editing, and I feel that a few parts I kind of made a little bit long and boring because I was collecting a lot of stuff. So I decided that I'm starting with this next episode, I was going to start cutting things just a little bit more to help move the story along. So hopefully you guys enjoy the next part of Resident Evil, for those of you who are watching it. The next game that comes out in February, guys, is nothing like RE4, though. The next game is mostly supposed to be a zombie story, with just a few monsters added in there as far as what the trailers and everything is showing. So if you guys haven't been a big fan of the monsters or what's going on in the past Resident Evil games, I think it's going to be more along the lines of RE2 than what I'm currently playing on RE4. RE4 is more of an action monster hunter game, game about monsters. Whereas whenever Requiem comes out, the way that's being presented is it's more of a zombie story. So, if you guys watched my Resident Evil 2 playthrough, the story's gonna be more related to it. There is a rabbit down there, but I can't help myself with the grouse. If I could see it, just to make sure it ain't a rare. Well, that's okay. Where are you? Right there. That'll do it. You messed both of them up, and one of them was a diamond. Looks like my chat's not wanting to let me scroll for some reason. One was a troll, and I got a Dilute Badger level 4. You messed it up so awesome and not so awesome. Oh, it's rough, man. Well, hopefully next time you'll be able to get them both. Still, though, at least you got the trophies. What's up, Goose? Hope you're doing well, man. Well, unfortunately, no, because I don't think that it's actually for PS5 right now. I think it's just a PC game, if I'm not mistaken, and everything I play is on PlayStation 5. Also, I'm not a very big duck hunter, so I'm not really interested in the game myself. But it looks really good, though. I've seen Flinter play it, and it looks like it's a really good game. It's just not really up my alley. I'm more for my bigger game species. I like upland game, birds, turkeys, and then mid and large games. I'm not very big on ducks for some reason. I don't know why. Just not very big on them. Did I seriously just no-scope that thing? I just pulled the trigger just to see if I could hit it, and I did no-scope it. That's funny. Oh, man. It's like that short I put out there. Bam. Oh, goodness. That was like almost identical to what happened there. Oh, no, you're fine, Goose. No problem at all, man. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be really good. I think with a few more patches and I'm upgrading the game a little bit more, it's going to be a very, very good duck hunting simulator. Like I said, it's just not really up my alley. I have my own niche animals that I like hunting, and I do discover that I like hunting certain animals the more that I hunt them. I don't know, I've just never really been big on duck hunting for whatever reason. Yeah, man, no big deal at all. I do think it's going to be a good game once they get it completely fleshed out. It's going to be cross-play and multiplayer too. That's really cool. I wish they could add it to Call of the Wild, man. That'd be crazy if they could add cross-platform to Call of the Wild. It would open up so much more opportunities for for YouTubers and players alike. It'd be crazy. Yeah, that's really cool. And I promise I am more excited than I seem. It's just this is just kind of how my voice sounds. So I can't really. My nose is kind of stopped up, so I can't really like change my tones to sound like happy for some reason. But but I really do mean it. I'm not meaning to sound sarcastic if I do sound that way. Bunch of red deer up there. 5 medium. Although I don't really see. There's actually a bird right there. What are you? Skip the red deer for the bird. Why not? Almost. There we go. Got him that time. And got him again. Alright. Oh, it definitely could be, man. Yeah, it definitely could be big in the next few months. Like I said, I think that Built or Bolt, whatever it's called, I think it's a very good game. Like I said, I don't really think it's a game that I'll personally play, but from what I've seen from other YouTubers' channels that have played the game, it does look like it's very good. For those of you who really do like duck hunting, it looks like it's gonna be a very good duck hunting game. This guy should be dead up here somewhere. There he is. Not bad. 72 is diamond. We did get lucky with an initial spawn dime. Some dude came on your PC multiplayer and got an albino I'm pretty sure you misspelled that name. I'm not sure what albino he got there. And he did not tax it, and a dime pronghorn, and he did not tax it, so I kicked him because I don't have those trophies in your lodge. Oh, that's rough, man. Whenever you say he didn't tax it, do you mean like he just left it laying? Like, did he just leave it laying on the ground, or did he actually, like, claim it but just didn't tax it? I mean, to me, it's each their own, and if someone wants to get a rare just to say they killed a rare but don't want to tax it, I mean, that's not really, like, a negative thing, in my opinion. That's just what they choose to do. But if they ever shot, like, trophies off my map and then just left them laying, then yeah, that would definitely be a troll, and I would not allow that at all. Yeah, very true, Goose. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say about Bolt, is that, from what I've seen about it, it looks like that some of the performance needs to be worked on just a little bit. Obviously the movement in it looks a little bit wacky at times, but I do think they're gonna get that all straightened out. Overall, though, I think they've done a really good job with it. Um, yeah, but see, Brendan, though. I mean, I mean, that's the thing with multiplayer is that if people, I mean, if people are allowed to shoot whatever they want to in multiplayer. That's one of the reasons why you kind of like have to let people do whatever they want to do. It's just the fact that the only two things that I'll kick somebody for, well, the three things I'll kick somebody for, if they're in a multiplayer server with me and it's on my map, is if they are shooting animals and destroying well, that's go two different ways, but if they're shooting animals and leaving them on the ground and not picking them up, that will get you kicked and it may be even banned from even doing it ever again with me. The second thing is obviously people that are trolling other people, like constantly following people around trying to ruin their hunts. That'll get them kicked. And then last but not least is if there's just if there's cheaters, which of course on PlayStation it's almost unheard of. But if there's anybody cheating on the server, they'll get kicked and banned immediately if you're cheating. But in my personal opinion, though, if people were claiming the animals and shooting them, and then I wouldn't really care whether they were taxing them or not. I mean, that's just kind of their thing. Some people like to tax animals, other people like to just kill, look at it in the kill screen and move on. So, I mean, to each their own. I mean, if you'd rather people tax the animals they get, I mean, that's your own my point of view on it. I just think it's a little bit strict myself, but it's your map and you do what you please. I'm not saying what you're doing is wrong or right either way. That's just my outlook on it. Well, yeah, I get that, man, but still, I mean, even if you're a new player, I mean, that's still my point. Dude, what is up with... How am I able to no-scope like this, dude? I must, like, just know where the middle of my screen is really well. Just to be able to shoot those birds out of the air like that. That's funny. I mean, I get that, Brendan, but that's kind of the reason why you don't really want to open your map up to the public if you don't want to lose trophies. That's one of the reasons why I always tell you guys that the maps that we play on are maps that I already have the trophies I want from, or they're maps that I could really care less whether I lose the trophies to them or not. So, like I said, if you have a certain map open and there's a certain species that you want certain rares or certain diamonds for, I would not recommend opening it up to the public, because what you're doing is you're telling everybody, okay, you're allowed to shoot whatever you want. I mean, you can do like I do on multiplayer, where you can hope that everybody has a mock, and just anytime anybody new joins, just immediately let them know what the rules are. Like I do, where I always tell everybody that no great ones or super rares are allowed, but everything else is. And to also be respectful of my hunting pressure. But yeah, if you're not willing to talk to anybody, man, then you're just basically telling everybody they can shoot whatever they want. So, you gotta kind of put that into the consideration before you open up your maps. The no scope was crazy. Brendan, if you haven't seen the most recent short called Bam, that one was pretty funny. I was at the bottom of the map on Scotland, and I was just looking at my loadout, and all of a sudden I got a warning call, and I pulled out the shotgun, turned to my left, and there was a woodcock that decided just to fly as soon as I went to look that direction, and I no scoped it before it even got up in the air. Well, it got up in the air, but it was like just right as it did. So if you haven't seen that short, that was a crazy no scope as well. But yeah, I've been lucky with the no scopes lately. On Call of the Wild, you really just kind of have to know where the middle of your screen is, and you can pretty much no-scope anything. You just have to be able to have you just have to use a shotgun, and it has to be within close to medium range of you. But it ain't easy, though. Dude, how did that not hit the lung? I was, like, barely too far forward. Oh, well. Oh, okay, so he's a solo dev. So it's sort of like deer hunting camp then, my goose. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, deer hunting camp I think is by a solo person too, if I'm not mistaken, and that's one of my most favorite. That's probably one of my most favorite hunting games in the world right now. It's very close to being up there with Call of the Wild even for me, just because of it's for a totally different play style, so it's not like a competitor for Call of the Wild in my opinion, but for hunting games in general, it's definitely one of my it's probably my second favorite of all time, right behind Call of the Wild. It's a very, very good whitetail simulator. What's up, Maka? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see you can make it, buddy. If you see anything, I'm not sure what LMK stands for. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit when it comes to the abbreviations. But to let me know, okay? I just figured it out in my own mind. Let me know he shoot it, and let me know after. So you broke the rules. Okay, well, I mean, that's a different story then. If you told people not to shoot certain animals and they still did, then yes, that would absolutely get them kicked, in my opinion. So, and I would probably even go as far as to ban them, even if they did it more than once. So, if they come onto my map and then broke the rules and I kicked them, and then they decided to try to come back on the map, I would give them a warning. And if they did it again at any point, then I would ban them. Unless you just think it needs to be banned immediately. If you think it's a troll and you think that they're just going to keep doing it, then obviously don't trust them. But yeah, man, that's kind of what you gotta watch out for whenever you're opening up your maps to the public. Is that people will take trophies whether you say something or not. There's just mean people out there that don't give a crap about your rules. So Yeah, you just gotta make sure that the maps that you have open are maps that you're not worried to lose trophies in. And keep an eye on the kill feed, because if you notice that people are just killing, you know, monster-sized trophies left and right, or it just looks suspicious in any way, like it just looks like they're killing animals left and right and just not caring about your hunting pressure, if you care about that, you get the point. But yeah, I would actually justify what you did if you warned them and you still did it, because it's your map and it's your rules and people should respect that. You got a rare duck right in front of me. Let's go, man. Make sure you get that sucker. That's awesome. I'm hoping I get a rare today. That'd be cool. This map's been really nice to me overall, so. I got that albino fox recently, and then we got another diamond capercaillie the other day. And I'm hoping for a haggis. That's one of the reasons why I just can't leave this map, is I really want to get a haggis. But I can't really do it the way that I used to, where I used to just run and run and run and not really shoot anything. That method has just gotten kind of old to me, and I just can't really hunt like that anymore. Wait, there's the rabbit. I was looking for him. Come here, buddy. I'm getting a little bit low on ammo, or at least low in my book. Once I get below 100 shells or bullets, depending on what gun I'm using, I usually go ahead and just get more of them. Are haggis real? In real life, no. They're a mythological creature, or a cryptid, if you will. And they're usually used in like old folklore and jokes in Scotland. They're a animal that's kind of like a pig species. But here on the game, they do exist on the game on Call of the Wild. They're just a very, very rare spawn. And you have to be running counterclockwise, like, around all these mountain regions. So, like, everywhere above the map that has, like, big mountains, so, like, this whole middle area, these mountains over here, some of this little part down in here, all of this, you can find a haggis. But you have to be running counterclockwise, which is this direction. So you have to be running in this direction at all times, no matter which way you go. So, like, let's say that this is one of the mountains that you're on. If you're decided to run this mountain to try to check for haggis, you'd have to run around it this way. Because the joke is that you won't see a haggis unless you're running counterclockwise. So if you run the direction that a clock goes, and you actually go around it this way, the haggis will not spawn in or run away from you. The world really doesn't really know how that works just yet. But yes, the haggis is real. In the video game, yes, they're absolutely real. There's only been about 20 to 22 of them killed. And then in real life, no, they are not. It's a dilute. Let's go, man. Congratulations on that duck, man. That's awesome. I'm just hoping for a little bit of anything. I really don't care what I get today. Even if I don't get any dimes or anything, like I said, I just wanted to hang out with my people and just hang out. I felt good enough to do a stream, so I thought, why not? Kind of felt like just going around Scotland and just shooting everything. But yeah, I would absolutely love to get a haggis. And yes, guys, the wolf grind will return. I have decided that I do want to still try to get a great one wolf, so that one will return in time. It's just, whenever I'm feeling sick, it's like, if I'm playing a game that requires like a whole lot of focus or something like that, it's like, it just depends on the day. So, some days I might feel like grinding, other days I won't. And today I just kind of felt like taking it easy. So, the wolf grind will return. Just depends on how I feel each day. We may even return to it this week if I feel up to it. And then I think after I get the wolf, I think that depending on how long it takes us to get that guy, if it don't take us very much longer and we end up getting him before the next great one releases or anything, then I'm thinking I might go and try to get me either another great one muley or a great one moose. I'm kind of in the mood for either one of those. I'm really not sure which one I want to do, though. I think that what I'll do is I might even return. I mean, like I might even return to the fallow grind, because I need to get 2 more great ones in order to finish the huddled fallow, and then what was the other one? I had another one in mind at the end, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, the Silver Ridge Peaks mule deer grind is still going on, so I need to go back to Silver Ridge and try to get the mule deer off it. That's a tree. Thought I could run through it. Apparently not. Sorry if my audio felt weird up there. I had to cough, so I had to mute myself. Thinking I might reset time here in just a minute. We still got another hour, though. I think I'm gonna move. Let's try the mountain range down here. We'll teleport over here, then fast travel, and then run over the other side. But I do think I'll back the time up a little bit. I've been checking in the evenings because I hunted this map to death in the mornings. And I'm no avail for the haggis, so I'm gonna do a few more runs in the evening time, and then from there I will switch it back to the daytime. That is definitely not the way a rabbit is supposed to sound. I'm pretty sure that was a red deer call, but not entirely sure. Alright, let's go reset time. Let's back it up by a few hours. Still my menu reset as well, just in case. Your goat in the game had a baby? Oh, I'm thinking you're talking about farming simulator, right? If I remember correctly. That's awesome. What color is it, and what are you going to name it? Hello out there. Level 4. I ain't gonna shoot him. I like to HM a little bit, even if I'm not grinding. I'd like to HM a little bit on my maps. Well, that's awesome. What are you gonna name it, Raven? What color is it? What are you gonna name it? Make sure I'm running the right way. Yeah, I know. Need to run this way. Okay. Yep. That mountain range over there is what we're heading for. It's what? And you're gonna call it Snowball? That's cute. Name it Snowball. That's hilarious. I like that. It's a very goat name. Oh, man. yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far, make sure that you guys hit the like button for me. Every time you hit the like button is a lot of chances for somebody to find the channel. And also subscribe if you guys are having a good time being here today. We're trying, hopefully be able to make it to 1,000 this year if possible, maybe even more. So I really appreciate your all support. And if you guys are out there watching, having a good time, and you haven't joined the chat yet, please make sure you join the chat. I'd be more than happy to talk to any of you. Glad to have you all. Did you just now know? Brendan just now put together the joke I said. Oh goodness. I wish my voice sounded a little bit different, so that way I could have made it sound more like a joke. But yeah, that's exactly what I was intending, Brendan. That's a very goated name, is what I was intending by that. I love puns and play on words, man. I'm not really after red deer, but depending on what it is, I might be. Unless he's already spooked. If it's already spooked, he's probably down there in that. Yeah, they were here on the side of the mountain, actually. That's fine. We're not really targeting them anyways. Dude, some of these trees look like they could just snap at any point. I mean, look at that thing, how curved it is. It's kind of making me want to run on this side of it. I really love the new wind effects, but I do think that they make the trees bend a little bit too much. Just a little bit. And that's more of a nitpick than a problem, in my opinion. It's not even something that really bothers me all that much, to be honest. Trying to find the stag, because we got a call from it. There he is. Oh, he's just a little level 4. Nothing I want, then. Just trying to make it over here to these mountain ranges. What's up, Mercer? You just got this game 3 weeks ago, and you already have 80 hours. Send help. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I have I just checked yesterday, and I have like I can't. I'm not even gonna take it. I think it's like 1,500 hours in the game on PS5, which means that I'm now like, I think it's like 4,200 hours in total since the PS4 days. So yeah, man, it's a good game. It's definitely a good game. Oop, there's a mink. I don't know where the mink is, but there's a mink. I doubt I'm gonna find him in all this thick stuff though, but we'll go running towards him. I would always take a mink as long as I find it, and a pine marten both, but down here in this stuff, it's almost impossible to get the kill off without spooking them. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that one's spooked. Let's get up here onto the mountains so that way we can check for haggis. I really have been, Mercer, that's true. Yeah, but I have them, just to give you some backstory on me, I have one of every great one in the game except the whitetail, which I have 2 of. I am a cross between a breeder and a free run, or breeder, excuse me, a grinder. I don't know where that word came from. But I was thinking about Raven, about how he said that he had a baby goat, and for some reason I was thinking about breeding goats on my hunting game on my farming game that I play. And yeah, that's why I said what I said. So just overlook me, guys, on that one. But I'm a big grinder, but I'm also a free roamer. So I'm kind of a cross between the 2 of them. But yeah, if you have any questions for me though, Mercer, or for my mods in the chat, feel free to go ahead and ask. We love teaching people around here, so if you have any questions about how to play the game or what to do in certain situations or whatever, you can definitely ask. I'll try my hardest to help you as best as I can. Not much of anything down around here, sadly. We were shooting animals left and right, and now we can't seem to find a single one. It's like the map's empty all of a sudden. Oh, I hear you, man. And yeah, I guess you got a point there too. I guess yeah, if I'm doing HM, that would definitely be considered that. So yeah, I guess I wasn't technically wrong. You're not really into grinding. I mean, I don't blame anybody. I mean, grinding is a lot of work, man. Honestly, I haven't done a grind since the last time we streamed a grind on the channel, which I think was like a week or two ago. So yeah, I've taken a break from it myself. I'm one of those hunters that like gets in the mood for grinding, and I'll grind for about a month or so, and then if I don't get a great one in that time frame, I just have to kind of step back and do some other hunts. So I totally understand that. Like I said, if it wasn't for the great ones in the game, I probably wouldn't grind myself because I enjoy the my free roam experience just as much as I do grinding. But grinding is like the best way and honestly one of the only ways you can get a great one in the game. So the only one I didn't grind for was the one on Mississippi. I hadn't discovered my Mississippi map, and I went around all the whitetail zones and shot out one buck from each zone just because I wanted to. And whenever I came back around, the fifth zone that I shot a buck out of had a great one in it. So I didn't even have the grind for that one, and it was 5 kills in. So he was my 5th buck that I shot in Mississippi, and it came back as a great one. So that was the only great one I didn't actually have the grind for. But like I said, that's extremely rare, man. Extremely rare. Yeah, I mean, to me, I really enjoy the game overall. I'm unlocking everything and whatnot, but I enjoy the new game plus, if you will, more than I do like having to upgrade yourself and everything. I mean, like me, having the $3 million that I have, the 3,600,000, whatever I have, is you know, you can basically just buy whatever you want to at that point, and I just enjoy having my setup the way that I like it, rather than having to upgrade everything again. So once I got my character on the PS5 to level 60, I never worried about starting a new game again. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said, I'm somebody that's like a cross. I will grind until I get bored of the grind, and then I'll move back to free roaming for a while. And then if I don't feel like playing Call of the Wild, I'm usually on Deer Hunting Camp or Fishing Planet. I also like playing Fishing Sim World, and I play some Marvel Rivals and a few other games too. So. You've seen a few golds, no diamonds. You'll see a diamond eventually, man. Just keep shooting. You'll get one eventually. Scotland has actually been really nice to me. I've found since launch, the game actually had 18 diamonds on my map. That was just initially spawned. They were mostly birds. 6 of them came by way of capercaillie. And then I had an initial spawn red grouse. I had a diamond. I had 3 diamond red deer, and then I think that I had 4 level 5 goats that only 2 of them made diamond, or only 1 made diamond actually. The rest of them were trolls. So, and I don't think I've had a rare yet. No, I've had an albino fox, and it was a female, but that's the only rare. So Scotland's actually been pretty nice to me, but like I said, whenever you get a brand new map, the best advice I can give you is download the COTW, my companion app, or the Call of the Wild app. On there to show you like what the rares are for the animals. It'll show you what they take to make diamond, and when they drink, and when they feed, and when they rest. So it's a really, really good app. And then I would just set it to the drink time of the animal that you're wanting to hunt, and I would just check all the zones. Because usually, whenever a new map comes out, or whenever you buy a new map, you haven't discovered a thing, and the game will give you a random amount of diamonds and rares on your map every time. So your maps should have at least 1 or 2 diamonds on there, along with maybe 1 or 2 rares at the least. Whenever you first open up a map for the first time. You ever get a diamond? Oh, I hope I did too, man. The last time I hunted on Scotland, I got a diamond capercaillie, so it could definitely happen. Yeah, I hear you, Mercer. If you're interested, Mercer, I would also recommend buying a few of the DLCs, particularly the ones with the ARs in them. The 300 AR and the 308 AR are the 2 best guns in the game, in my opinion, for grinding as well as free roaming. But you can also use like there's a new pack that came out that has the Frost that's better than the 243. And of course, just in general, in my opinion, the 308 and the 357 and the 300 are the best guns in the game, in my opinion. But the 7mm gives the 308 a run for its money, definitely. But yeah, I would definitely look into getting some of the DLC weapons if you could. Make your life a little bit easier. Oh, you already have the app on your phone. Nice. It's hard to find the drink zones, like Whole Lake will not have anything. Do the zones only show up when animals are actively drinking? Yes. So whenever you go to a pond, animals have a set time that they will drink, feed, and rest, and they will only be at those zones during those time frames. However, in order to keep the game a little bit more realistic, they also make it to where they will be there, but sometimes they may not be there till like the last couple of hours of the drink time. Some of the animals might be there right at the beginning and then leave like halfway through the drink zone and then end up somewhere else outside of the zone. But yes, they will always be in those zones during those time frames. Um, oh, I'll get you, Mercer. Yeah, you want to feel the progression. I will give you one more piece of advice, though, Mercer. There is another YouTuber that I rely on a lot whenever a new map comes out. His name is theHunter. If you look him up on YouTube, he does some shorts that are that are literally show you where all the animals on a certain map can be found. So let's say that you wanted to find Whitetail and Layton. You can look up theHunter and like the search Whitetail Layton Lakes, and he should pop up. But if he doesn't, just search his channel, and he has some very very good mini guides on there that'll show you where all the ponds are that you can find those particular animals. If you want, unless you just want to find them yourself, but it does make the experience a lot faster. Yeah, Will has some really good shorts on his channel for where to find the animals and what times they drink, and he also has the rares and stuff. Oh, that's a bad shot. Got it that time. Last shot's the charm, I guess. Not at all, man. Like I said, ask all the questions you want. I don't care a bit. I love teaching people, so it doesn't bother me a bit, man. That's a nice little dark red. I'll take that grouse. Also, man, if you're having a good time being here, I'd appreciate the support with your subscription. There's plenty of shorts, plenty of live streams. You can go back and watch over 151 of them. You can see all the grinds that I've done in the past if you're interested in watching the past streams. And yeah, I post them as shorts every time something cool happens on Call of the Wild or any of my hunting games. And we also play a few Marvel Rivals along the way if you play that game at all. So, like I said, my channel is mostly Call of the Wild, but I play some other games every so often. If that's anything you might be interested in. You have 1,789 hours in the game. That's awesome, Brendan. Yeah, for me combined, I think it's like 45 to 4,600 hours in the game in total for me since 2017 when the game launched. Because on my PS4, I had like 2,000 and something. I can't remember how many, but I had like 2,000 and something on the PS4. And then once I upgraded the PS5, I had to start over, obviously. And then since then, I've had like 1,575 or something like that on PS5. So roughly about 37 to 4,500 hours. I really couldn't tell you without having my PS4 back. I just know it was like 2,500 hours on the PS4, give or take. So yeah, it'd be like right around 35 to 4,000 hours probably. I know I'm telling you guys a bunch of different numbers, but like I said, I can't remember since the PS4 days what my exact number was. I do know that it was greater than 2,000 because I used to check it all the time, but I couldn't remember the exact amount. And then I know that now here on the PlayStation, I think it's like 1,500 hours in the game, 1,560 something. So yeah, roughly through 35 to 4,000. Thank you, Mercer. I appreciate the sub, man. And like I said, you can join the community on YouTube if you want to. You can post your pictures of your trophies that you get, and I'll definitely try to respond to them if you want. And if you want to join my Discord, I do have a Discord. You'll have to go onto the post section on my channel and scroll down a little ways. But a few weeks ago, I did release my Discord link. So if you're wanting to join the Discord, you can join it on there. That place is mainly meant for you guys, though. I will be on there every so often, but it's a place for you guys to talk about the different games that we play here on the channel, along with like posting your trophies and stuff. So you can use one, both, the other. It really don't matter. Yeah, man. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate your subscription. Thank you very much. If you have anybody else that you know that you think might like that may like my content, I'd appreciate your help in growing the channel that way as well, man. That's a good little rabbit. Still no Haggity Hag. Although I would love to get it to kill me an old hag. That'd be nice. Oh, and one more thing, Mercer. I don't know if you're on PlayStation, on PS4, or PS5, but at the end of every single month, we do a multiplayer stream here on the channel where I'll actually open up my maps and let you guys come onto my maps. It's a public server, so it's first come, first serve. But I'll actually open up my maps and let you guys come and play with me on live comms and everything during the stream. So if you play on PlayStation, you can feel free to join us at those times too. Because I know that you say you're new to the game, so it's a good way for you to find new maps because we always play different maps. It won't be maps that I'm grinding on, obviously, but if it's but I will open the rest of them up to you guys. Oh, you're on PC. All right. Well, that's understandable then. The only thing I can really offer for PC people is whenever we do rare community events. I'll be having more of them throughout the year this year. I just don't know when or what they'll be. But in December, we actually did a trophy lodge tour where if you're on PlayStation, I actually came to your trophy lodges, and I would pick my favorite trophies from them and everything, and people were competing for my favorite trophy as well as my favorite trophy lodge. And then if you're on PC, you were allowed to upload videos or screenshots to the community tab or the Discord, and I would let you compete that way. So in the future, if you ever want to compete in our community events, you definitely can. Not finding much of anything, guys. I'm sorry if the stream's getting kind of slow. We're just not really in an area where the animals are, apparently. I'm just waiting to hear those bagpipes, though. If I ever get a warning call that sounds like bagpipes, I'm going to be so excited. Knowing that we could have a haggis. Oh, for a minute there, I thought that was an albino something. I got excited there for a minute. I thought that was another animal that was albino. Just a white goat. I really don't want to get down into the trees. I don't like being down in there. It's hard to see. I think I'm just going to make my way over to this other hillside over here. Oh, I'm hearing something. Where are you? Oh, it's just that goat. Okay, I ain't gonna worry about him. Ooh. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time on the stream today. Don't forget, guys, that tomorrow's stream schedule has changed. I will put a post on the channel. But I was able to work something out where I got an evening stream tomorrow. So all of you guys should be able to make it to the stream tomorrow if you guys are wanting to hang out with me. It's gonna go from 5 until 7. So only 2 hours, but it's gonna be in the evening. So hopefully a lot of you guys will be able to make it to that stream. I might put a poll out to you guys and let you decide what we want to do tomorrow. As long as I don't get worse as far as my fitness is concerned. Tomorrow I would like to do an evening stream so that a lot more of you can make it to the stream tomorrow. And then Friday we'll still be doing 2 to 6. So we'll be trying to do a 4-hour stream on Friday still. But yeah, I'm gonna put I think I've made up my mind. I think what we're gonna do is that oh yeah, and also guys, don't forget that Resident Evil 4, the next part to it is coming out tonight at 6 o'clock, so an hour after the stream. If you guys have been watching any of those plays, I've also changed up the editing style on the next video, so that way there won't be like any longer parts where I'm just collecting a lot of stuff. I'm gonna skip over those parts so that I can keep the story moving a little bit more. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this next playthrough a little bit more than the last 2 videos. But for anybody who did watch them all the way through, thank you very much. Like I said, I do work really hard on those playthroughs and try my best to make them enjoyable. So I really do appreciate you guys that are supporting my other dream as well. But yeah, I'll put a poll out tonight, guys, and let you all decide on what we do tomorrow for the evening stream. It'll probably be a toss-up between the Wolf Grind, Hunt in Scotland, Silver Ridge Peak, Mule Deer Grind, and something else. I'll figure. Hang on a second. I just saw something just scurry across the mountaintop. What was that? Dude, I am just seeing haggis everywhere. What was that? Did you guys see that? There was like something orange and small that just went like right across the top here. I didn't get a good look at it. Oh, it was a fox. Crap. Man, I got excited there for a minute. I saw this little bitty orange blob just run across this little hump, and I thought for sure that was a haggis or something. Nope, just a fox. Dude, way to get my heart racing, man. Yeah. If you did that, you never see anything. Well, it's just kind of my style on the free roaming maps, man. I mean, it does work. It's called run and gun. But you got to remember too that I'm not really like hunting at the moment. I'm more or less searching for something, which is the reason why I'm running a lot. I'm looking for the haggis on here, and the only way that you can really find a haggis is either with your dog or by getting a warning call. A lot of people say. So my idea is to run around the map and just hope that I get a warning call from one of them while also scanning the area for more trophies. So if I was actually like targeting certain animals, you would see me be a lot more stealthy. But when I'm searching for a particular animal, I'm more or less just trying to cover ground. But like I said, I mean, you can definitely make this work. All you gotta do is be able to see the animals before they see you. But I actually think that it's actually the time of day right now it's biting me, though, Mercer. Because if there was a lot of animals around, we'd be running into them left and right. We're at Scotland, and we'd be getting warning calls everywhere. So I really just think that I'm in an area where there's just not very many animals at this time of day. Red deer make you freak out. They do have an interesting call, man. That is for sure. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, it also works better on some maps. So yeah, the run and gun actually works on any map really. But yeah, the maps that are more wide open are definitely the maps you'd want to do it on because there's a lot of ground to cover on some of these maps, such as like Africa, Emerald Coast, Scotland. Where's some other really good run and gun maps? Silver Ridge Peaks, and I'm trying to think. I guess to an extent, even though you have to be kind of careful in certain areas, a ski ridge is also a really good run and gun map, but you'd have to kind of like slow down as you got around the ponds and stuff. But yeah, see, like this is an instance right here. See, like I was running and gunning, but I still found the animals. So I mean, it's just all about finding them before they find you, or getting a warning call from an animal and then turning stealthy whenever the time comes. But yeah, for streaming purposes, grinds are usually better to watch because you're constantly shooting stuff and it keeps the stream entertaining throughout. Whereas when you're free roaming, it can be a little bit less entertaining because you have to cover a lot more ground and then only have like spurts of killing animals. So yeah, it really just depends. If you're somebody that enjoys grinding more than anything, then obviously you'd probably enjoy a grinding stream more than you would enjoy watching someone like me who is just running around the map trying to find trophies. So yeah, I mean it really just depends. That's one of the reasons why I don't really expect these free roaming streams to do as good as the grinding streams, because I know that they can get a little bit boring from time to time if you're not finding anything. A level 4. I'm going to leave that one. Too small for me to even worry about, to be honest. It's a decent goat out there. You posted a funny video on your YouTube? Alright, man. I might have to go check it out. I don't know if I'll have time. Whenever the stream ends this evening, I'm got to take care of my wife, for me and her are both sick. But we'll see. If I have any extra time, I might stop by and look at it. Yeah, exactly, Mercer. Yeah, that's my point. If you have a map that's like a lot of cover, then yeah, run and gun is not the best option. If you're doing what's called a method that I came up with, which is kind of like a cross between run and gun and stealth. It's called jump to jump, is what I call it, jumping from point A to point B. Basically, the strategy I'm talking about is, let's say that you're doing free roam, but you're wanting to go from one pond to the next. So basically, what this means is that you put a waypoint like right on the edge of whatever pond you're running to, because the animals will spook it at like 200 yards. So you put a waypoint on the closest point to that pond to you, and then you're literally just run to that waypoint until you're about 250 to 200 yards out, and then from there you just remove it and then walk the rest of the way. So you go from run and gun to stealth. And that's kind of how I like to do like lakes and some of the thicker maps. Especially if I'm searching for animals that I don't whether I know they're going to be there or not. That's kind of like what I like doing, especially during drink zones. Is I'll just jump from one drink zone to another and just sprint between the two of them. But I'm very stealthy actually around the water itself. So that's kind of like a good hybrid between run and gun and stealth, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point too, Mercer. Yeah, you got to think about it that way. Is that people say that grinding is the way to play Call of the Wild, or that it's ruined Call of the Wild, or that that's like the only way you can really hunt on this game anymore, and it's just not true. Yeah, it's for streaming purposes, you definitely want to keep the action going. So like, obviously, games that are that are like competitive, if people like that kind of stuff, like Marvel Rivals, is going to be a lot more fun than watching me run around this map just trying to find something to shoot. Or if I were to hop over to Yukon and start grinding wolves, it would obviously make the stream a lot more fun because I'm constantly shooting stuff. You never know when rares are going to show up or when the great one's going to appear. And yeah, so I mean, like I said, for streaming purposes, great one grinds are always better just because it keeps the action going. But even that could get boring because I mean, especially if you're not seeing anything. If you have a day where you're just grinding for hours and you're just seeing like a few diamonds but no rares and no great ones, yeah, even that can get long. So it really just depends. Depends on the day. Depends on what you feel like doing. If you're hunting, and if you're streaming, then it just really depends on what people want to see. 4 and a 5, I'm gonna leave those for herd management purposes. I think I'm gonna move though. I think I've had enough of this spot. Let's move. Let's go down here and circle. Or no, not there. Sorry, I'm having trouble. I found my diamond capercaillie over here last time I hunted, so let's go down here and try this again. Yeah, no problem, Brendan. Like I said, I can't make any promises, man, because like I said, when I get off the stream, it's gonna be taking care of myself and the wife while we're sick. But especially as the evening comes on, it usually gets a little bit worse on us. So, but we'll see. If I get any free time this evening, I might stop by your channel and see what's going on. What was the video's title, by the way? Like, so that way I know exactly what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, I mean Layton is not crap really, especially if you're targeting the moose and whitetail. It's actually a really good map for like the left side of the map only. Running up that river on the left side of the map and then the ponds that are on that side are actually really fun. But yeah, like the very middle of the map to the right hand side, yeah, it's rough. And then Hirschfelden's even worse. Hirschfelden is just I call it Harshfelden is what I call it because it's just so thick, man. So yeah, the DLC maps are definitely the best, and for beginners, I would say Silver Ridge Peaks is probably the best for a beginner map because it's so wide open in most areas, and then you have some thick areas. Um, I would also recommend Teowara for anybody because that one's really good. Very easy to get around the waterways on that map, and it's a very good grinding map for both red deer and fallow too if you're wanting to do grinds. That's probably the best, still the best red deer and fallow map. A ski ridge is really nice. Thunder Baton's thick in areas with its high grass, but it's still a fun map to hunt on. So I mean, yeah, the DLCs are definitely a leg up in the competition compared to the default maps, definitely. Oh, I got you, man. Yeah, on controller, it's actually just the big middle button if you're on PlayStation. The big square button that's in the middle of the controller. But yeah, I get what you're saying when you open it up like this. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, Leighton Lake's map is needs to be updated as far as geography on the map. Yeah, I get that. Everything else looks a lot more detailed on the other maps. So yeah, I get that. All right. The evenings just don't seem to be doing very well for me. We started this stream just shooting literally like left and right, and now all of a sudden we ain't got nothing. So it really makes me wonder what's on this side of the map then in the evenings, or if the game is bugged right now or something, because I'm really not finding that many animals. I mean, maybe this is where the haggis is whenever everybody else is gone, but I don't know. I mean, I figured we'd find something by now. All right, let's move over. Let's move on up. See if there's anything up ahead of us further. The mornings are definitely better on this map as far as finding animals. I have noticed that. If you're on the right-hand side of the map, I mean, any time of day where it really works, but in the middle and left side of the map, it's like the mornings are the best time to hunt. Now that I'm getting towards the right-hand side of the map, it's gonna flip. I'm pretty sure I'll end up seeing more stuff now. Usually whenever I'm hunting, it happens that way in the evenings. This map is gorgeous, though. I mean, I absolutely love the view that I got right now. That's really pretty. I really hope that one of these days that Call of the Wild actually decides to remaster the Hunter and or Expansive Worlds rather. I hope that they decide to remaster the Hunter Call of the Wild and put it into Unreal Engine 5. That would be insane if they did that for PC and then like the newer generation consoles. I mean, I can only imagine what this game would look like if it was on Unreal Engine 5 and actually performed well. That'd be crazy. A Pine Martin track. I'm trying to make it over there to those mountains in case you guys are wondering where I'm headed. I wanted to run across through here just to see if I could find anything. Now, you're over 120 yards away, Mr. Martin. That's actually a pretty good one. It ain't gonna make diamond. That's a decent Pine Martin, though. I don't think I'm gonna chase him, though. I'd like to just move right along. Yes. I did actually play Way of the Hunter for quite a long time. However, I have actually ended my support for the game because it got to the point to where I was just burnt out, man. Way of the Hunter was a very, very good game, but I just didn't have the patience anymore to wait for the animals to age. That game you have to constantly reset days and stuff in order to get your animals to become older, and then just hope that they become 5-star animals, which is that game's technical diamond. And it was a lot of fun. Like, I think the game had some really good ideas. I think it had some good mechanics. But overall, it just got to the point to where I just hated waiting on the animals to age. And I would have much rather it been like Call of the Wild, where it's just a random respawn system. But the game itself looked really good. Some of the models didn't look all that great as far as the animals are concerned. But there was a capercaillie in here. That's what I was looking for. Ran that way. But yeah, I just kind of quit playing it after that. I just got to the point to where I just didn't like having to wait for the animals to age. And it started feeling long, and I just kind of quit playing it. But it was a very good game for the time that I did play it, though. There he is. It's a level 2. There we go. This is where I found my diamond the other day. The one that was on the most recent short for the Capercaillie diamond. This is where I found him. Was in this area. It's way slower. They announced they're making another hunting game. I think they learned from their mistakes. I'm really hoping they do, man. I mean, like I said, if they really focus on what a lot of people criticize the game for, I really do think that it could have been the biggest competitor for Call of the Wild. Like, I will still give it that kind of ups. I think the game was an incredible game. Like I said, I thought they had some really great ideas. The problem was that it was that aging system, man. That really was what the problem was, in my opinion. A lot of people got the same way I did, where it's like they just got tired of having to constantly reset days and just had to wait for those animals to get old enough to shoot them. So yeah, I hope that's the number. That was my main complaint about the game, was having to wait for the animals to age up. So if they get rid of that and make it to where it's just random respawns like Call of the Wild is, don't turn it into Call of the Wild by any means. Like, literally make it the game that it was. Just make the animals have random respawns, and then also give the antlered animals like random antlers instead of like set antlers that they can get. I think that would really help the game out. Everything else about the game I really had no complaints about, though. I liked everything else about Way of the Hunter. And man, I'm going to tell you right now, Mercer, if you like whitetail hunting, and you want a very good, realistic whitetail hunting game, Deer Hunting Camp is very inexpensive. And the deer models in that game are really good, and it's a lot of fun. You can create your own maps if you wish, or you can just hunt on the default maps. You get to make your own food plots, hang your tree stands, and then you get to hunt through bow season, the rut, as well as late season. And during the rut, the bucks will actually chase the does. So you just basically get up into your tree stand and then just wait, and then you'll hear the grunts, and that's how you know that there's a buck chasing a doe, and then you just gotta wait for it to go under your stand. But yeah, that game is a very, very good game if you want to try to play a really good, realistic whitetail hunting game. It isn't like Unreal Engine 5 graphics or anything, but it's very good. It reminds me of like the old Deer Hunter games, but like the good ones, like Deer Hunter 4 and Deer Hunter 5. It's just a little bit more realistic. It's a very good sit in your stand and watch over a food plot type simulator. All right, Brendan, I appreciate you, man. I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow evening, buddy. Hope you have a good one, my friend. And I appreciate you. I hope I feel better as well. Sorry for me getting tongue-tied today, guys. I'm sick and not thinking too clearly. But I appreciate you for sticking around with us, Brendan. Where are you? He's down in there. There he is. I'm going to scoot to the side a little bit here. That should be good. There we go. I'll take a little pine marten. Why not? Yeah, I get that entirely, man. Yeah, it's just like I said, there was some problems with Way of the Hunter for sure. The herd managing in the game it took forever, and then the aging system itself took forever. So I mean, like I said, that was the main reason why people turned away from it. It was cool at first, like when the game first launched. The idea that these animals would get older and get bigger in time was actually a really good idea, in my opinion. But eventually, it just got old, just having to wait. I don't know if we got that one. Man, there's pine martens everywhere around here. Nice little gold, I'll take that. Did we get that other one? No, we didn't. Okay, he must have been over the hill. Mercer, there's also a poll on the channel right now if you want to participate in it as well. Again, you have to go to the post section and scroll down a little bit. But there's a poll right now that's going to determine what our first 2026 content for the year is going to be. I'm going to try my best this year to actually make some longer video types, and I'm letting people vote on what the first ones are going to be. So if you're interested in voting on that, I'd appreciate your participation. I don't know what's what. I think those are capercaillies. I think those two just died side by side up there. Yeah, they did. Alright, nice. Yeah, they were capercaillies. Couldn't tell from a distance. But I figured, hey, it's a flying bird, why not shoot at it? Excuse me. There's the male. Are you another male? Really? Got him that time. Golly, where are all these coming from? Okay, I'm too afraid to shoot anything else. I'm pretty sure I've destroyed any zones that were here, but... What in the world? Where did this guy go? There he is. Nope, it's another female. I thought that was a male. In the sunlight, it looked like a male. These are all females, so I ain't gonna worry too much about shooting them. Yeah, they were all females. Oh my gosh. In the sunlight, when the sunlight's behind those birds, they make them look like they're black. So I thought that they were the males, but apparently I just slaughtered a bunch of female capercaillie. So the males got off safe, it looks like. I thought that was a bird standing there. Let me try going up higher, see if I can find anything up high. All right, you too, Mercer. Thank you for thanks for hanging out with me, man. Hopefully I'll see you in the stream tomorrow evening. Like I said, we'll be live from 5 to 7 tomorrow evening, and then we'll probably be doing something much different. We'll probably be doing some grinds or something more fun to watch. So I hope we'll see you then. But otherwise, I hope you have a good evening, my friend. Appreciate you. Pine Martin? It's a female Pine Martin, so I'm not too excited to shoot at that one. Alright, man. I'll see you later, buddy. I'm hearing something. Oh, there it is. It's just a capercaillie. I've already shot enough females. Come on, dude. Quit whining, buddy. We're alright. A bunch of female ones. No males, unfortunately. Oops. How did that not hit it? Okay. Did we get it that time? Hey, we did get it that time. Let's go. Nice, nice. Where are you? Excuse me. I know there's a Pine Martin down there. I just can't see it. Not sure. It's a male. But he's already gone. You girls ain't got no stag in your life, have you? Let's move over here, see if there's anything happening over on this side. I guess we missed lungs on that one somehow. That was interesting. Don't know how that one missed the lungs, but... well, he's going down either way. Let's see where he falls. Honestly, I'm going to worry about tracking him. He's gone all the way to the side of the moon. That one should be right in there, though. Dude, why are you all the way back there, man? Not a bad rabbit. Golly. It's an awful big group to not have a single stag with them. Well. Let me see. I think what I might do is actually switch it back to the morning. Tiny little level 5. I ain't gonna worry about him. What's up, King? Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. What you been up to lately? Glad to see you can make it to the stream. Also, don't forget, King, tomorrow evening, we're having a evening stream tomorrow, so from 5 to 7. I'll be putting a post out on the channel here shortly after the stream ends, and I'll let you guys vote on what you want to see for tomorrow. I am still a little bit sick, but I figured that we could do an evening stream tomorrow, and then Friday we'll be back from 2 to 6 again. Yeah, man, long time no see. Good to see you, man. We're mostly after haggis, but I figured I'd take a break for the remainder of the stream and just kind of hunt whatever. So I set it back to the mornings, and I'm looking for red deers, and I'm looking for, but I forgot to do my menu reset, so I'm having to just wait for the game to bring the animals in. So it might be a few minutes before we'll start seeing stuff. Oh, I hear you, man. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we're gonna try to stream a little bit. My whole family's sick and my wife's staying home tomorrow, so we're gonna try to do an evening stream tomorrow, and then we'll do our normal. Then we're not gonna be doing anything on Thursday, and then Friday I will be streaming from 2 to 6 again. And I don't know if you're one of the people that's been watching it or not, but if you've been watching my Resident Evil playthroughs, the next part will come out tonight. I don't know when the part after this one will come out because where I'm sick, I just don't feel like really playing much of anything. But if I get in the mood to play it, I will. But it might be a couple more days before the next part will get recorded. Yeah, I've been really hunting the haggis hard, and honestly, I think that's one of the reasons why my people aren't really sticking around the stream too much, is because that's what I've been doing that a lot. I've been spamming the haggis hunting, because I really want to get the haggis off this game. That is something I really want, is one of the wild haggis off this map. But myself, I'm even getting my patients are even wearing thin with it anymore, and I'm honestly getting to the point now where it's like I really still want one, but without knowing how to get one to spawn, it's getting pretty long now. You're just hunting without any reward. Or without knowing if you're going to be rewarded, I guess is the best way of wording that. What's up, Raven? I thought you'd left the chat, man. My stream's only been showing one person, which usually means just me, but unless you're just now getting back. Been a while since I talked to you, man. Oh, well, I still appreciate your support, though, Crab. Knowing that you've been out there watching my streams, even if you couldn't be participate in the chat, I really do appreciate that. That still helps out the channel, so thank you. I should have done a main menu reset. Anything out here? Any level 3s? I want to spot you. 2. I don't know what diamond could be. But I'm assuming it's in the thousands, so I don't think that any of those ducks are going to be a diamond. Oh, alright, Raven. Sounds good. I appreciate you coming back, man. Unfortunately, I reset time, but I did not do a main menu reset, so the animals haven't really came back into their zones. Let's move up here, check this place. Oh, man. Only about 15 minutes left in the stream, guys. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I have it in me. I'm kind of getting in the mood to play some other stuff. So we might check this last pawn, and then I might call it, whether it's the top of the hour or not. It's a good goat. Not gonna make diamond, but he's a good one. I'm gonna leave that for you guys. We will do a multiplayer on this map at some point. Oh, I definitely will, Crank. Don't worry. That's the reason why my streams are gonna be a little bit shorter this week. I'm not gonna push myself. Today's only 2 hours. I'm thinking that tomorrow is gonna be about the same. Like I said, tomorrow's 5 to 7, and then we're gonna try a longer stream on Friday if I'm still feeling up to it. But if I'm still pretty sick on Friday, I'll probably have to cut that one some of my time down a little bit too. So I appreciate your concern though, man. I'll definitely take care of myself. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Absolutely, yeah. I'll definitely make sure that I'll be all right. Have I ever played Red Dead Redemption? No, but I know that game is a masterpiece, and my wife really enjoys that game. But no, I've never actually played it. I'm not really big on westerns for one, and for two, the game kind of annoys me how you have to tap X over and over again in order to make the horses run. And it's actually, I know as stupid as that sounds, it is actually one of the main reasons why I don't play the game. Is from where you have to tap X over and over again to get the horse to run. But at the same time, though, it's just like I said, I'm just not really big on Western style games or movies, even at that. They're not bad. It's just not really my taste. I will say though that I have fished on that game before. My wife's let me fish on Red Dead Redemption 2 before, and I actually really enjoy the fishing. I think the fishing and the hunting on there is really cool. That's a good one. That's a big level 7. What's up over there, brother? I'm gonna give you a little love here, son. As long as you give me a good shot, that is. Get up a little bit higher. There we go. Heart shot. We'll take that. I mean, I feel bad about the channel recently anyways, because I've had a lot of delays, a lot of cancellations lately. Just stuff came up and I couldn't control it, and I just feel like that I haven't been able to get the streams out the way that I've been wanting to for a while. And then then of course I have to get sick right as soon as I plan on bringing the channel back. But we'll have to just play it by ear, I guess. And guys, if you have not voted on the latest poll, make sure you guys go to the post section on my channel and scroll down. There is a poll right now for you guys to vote on what the new 2026 content on the channel is going to be. I am going to try to make more videos this year. It won't be like a ton of them, but I will try to make a few along the way. And I will try my best to let you guys vote on each time we make a new video. Nice little level 7. I love the level 7 racks in this game. They're so pretty. The more points an animal has, the more I love it. I do wish they'd add the gruff to the neck though. That's the only thing missing from these Red Deer models right now is the furry necks. Is there a male over there with you two? No. Wait, there he is. There's the male. Got him. You play the game so much that I've beat the story mode 6 times, and the online I've done pretty much everything you can do on there. Dude, that's crazy, man. Like I said, I don't blame you. I know the game is a very, very good game, and it's a very well known game. So I know a lot about the game, kind of, sort of, as far as like what I've seen on it. It's just not really a game that I'd want to play, like entirely. But it does look like the story is really good. It seems like the gameplay is a lot of fun. I probably would like the game. Like I said, I just have my little pet peeves about it, and that's kind of the reason why I don't play it. And like I said, Resident Evil 9 Requiem is coming out next month, which is the reason why I'm doing Resident Evil so much on the channel right now. That's why I'm wanting to get a Resident Evil 4 remake out on the channel soon, and then I'm going to get it completed. And then in February, I will let you guys vote on whether I live stream the new game or whether I just record it and turn it into a movie. So that'll be up to you guys as well. And then after that, we're going to take a break from horror for a long while. We will not return to any horror games or anything for a while after that. I'm going to just record the action games that I have and the games that are a lot cleaner. I'm thinking that the next series that I'm going to do is the Horizon series because I really enjoy those games, the Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. I really enjoy those games. And then probably God of War afterwards. God of War 2018 as well as Ragnarok. We'll have to figure it out. I have a few more games that I want to put on the channel. But we'll probably take a break from playthroughs because we've been doing a lot of them lately. So whenever Requiem, we'll probably take a break until Lego Batman. Because Lego Batman I'll definitely be playing on the channel whenever it comes out. The Legacy of the Dark Knight, I'll be playing that one. And that'll probably be our next playthrough in May. So we'll probably take a break from February, March, and April. We'll see. Like I said, I just kind of do things as I think of them on the channel. Oh, that's a good estimate. I doubt he's gonna make it, but that's a good estimate on that male. No, don't run. We got him. We got him. I got a good estimate on him. I don't think he's gonna make diamond, but he had a good estimate. Dude, that's actually really cool. My brother-in-law loves westerns and he loves cars, and yeah, that's one of his favorite things is old western movies and games. So he really likes Red Dead Redemption 2, I believe. He didn't make diamond. I didn't think he would. He didn't have an estimate that was 72 though. I thought 70 was diamond, but 72 is actually diamond. So he wouldn't have made it either way, but still. Alright, I'm going to take a peek at what's over this ridge real quick. This game, you never know what's going to be over the horizon. What am I hearing? Oh, it's a rabbit. I thought I was hearing something to the side of me. I was like, what's that noise? It's a random rabbit. Trying to sneak by me. What was that? Oh, I bet it's those goats. Hang on one second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to go mute, but I had to sneeze. Alright, there's only about 5 minutes left, and that ain't going to be enough time to really search very much of anything else, so I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. There'll be a poll coming out on the channel pretty much as soon as the stream ends. I'll be working on getting that poll out to you guys to let you decide on what we're going to be doing for tomorrow's evening stream. So make sure you guys vote on that. And then also at 6 o'clock this evening, the next part of Resident Evil will be coming out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow evening. Love you all, and I'll see you then.